Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have an HP laptop. This is an HP Pavilion Gaming laptop. The exact model is an 15-CB001. And this video is going to be on how you can open it up and how you can add, remove, upgrade the RAM for your laptop. This applies for any CB 15-CB series. Just remember, by upgrading the RAM, adding, removing, you're not going to change anything on the system. Everything is going to be left the way that it was. The RAM speed will be set automatically by your motherboard. You cannot manually change that on these laptops. So if you get a 3200 megahertz transfer, it might lower that to a little bit lower, depending how much the amount of the RAM that you adding. The more RAM and gigabytes you add, the lower the RAM speed will be set by the motherboard. All right, just remember, when you upgrade, if you disconnect the battery to do the upgrade and you power it on, it might take up to 20 seconds for it to start showing anything on the screen. I will tell you CMOS was reset to default. Press any key to continue, and that's all. Don't panic on that part. Again, you don't need to disconnect the battery to do this service. I'll be doing without it. All right, actually, I will disconnect it so you guys can see what I'm talking about, and I'll power it on at the end. All right, first thing first, you want to power off completely, and I'm going to go over the tools that I'll be using. Also, remember, if you want to know what's your maximum capacity on you can add the RAM. I'll leave a short video linked in the video description, so you can check the maximum capacity of RAM that you can have on your laptop. Check that link in the video description. And every tool, everything I'll be using will be linked in the video description also. I'll recommend that I fix the screwdriver set for opening. I purchased myself this basic tool set. Here we're gonna using a Phillips #1. If you get the Pro set, they will include you with an opening tools and some tweezers and stuff like that. If not, grab yourself a metallic guitar pick. These are really suitable to opening and opening covers. I reduced to on hand. Let's get into it. On the bottom here, we're gonna see a whole bunch of screws. There are 3 on the front end and 2 at the back mid. The 2 at the back mid with the 3 on the front end, these are the same size and height screws. So let's go ahead and remove these ones first. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking the like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more videos, take requests, and answer your questions in the comment area. I appreciate that. So let's go ahead and finish up removing these bottom screws. There's the 2 hidden screws under each hinge on the back leg. You're going to put the opening tools on the here, and we're going to lift it up, and we're going to put it to one side. It has a little adhesive. So only the back legs have them. On the front, there is nothing. You're going to remove these screws, one on each. These are different screw sizes comparing to the rest. They're a little bit thicker. All right, once we did that, you're going to grab the opening tool, in this case, the guitar pick. You want to stop by between the bottom cover and the palm rest, just like that, and we're going to twist it, and you're going to hear a big, huge click sound. Those are the clips are getting loose. You're not breaking anything. Do that all around in the front. Go to the side corner. Remember, again, 2 or 3 millimeter. Don't stick the whole guitar pick in there, if you know what I mean. All right, keep doing that. Go to the back corner, right there. On the back side, there should be a crack right there. And in here, keep working yourself. I'm just kind of twisting it. And there we go. Once you do that, you can grab the bottom cover, flip it over, and right away here we can see 2 nice batteries, DIMM slot available. Right now, in these days, all the RAMs come soldered on the board, which is horrible. All right. Now, for people that want to disconnect the battery, which I don't recommend you to do it, is to remove 1, 2, 3, 4 screws in here and lift up the battery. But again, to remove the RAM, add, remove, do whatever you want to do on the RAMs, you don't need to disconnect the battery unless you think you're going to drop a metal screw or screwdriver on the board, which is bad. And if you want to ground yourself, just simply touch any metal hinge, this part, metal parts in here. This will ground yourself, and that's it. You don't have to, just don't go rubbing yourself and touching stuff. And if you rub yourself, your clothes, just touch with your fingers. Simple once touch in here, it will ground yourself. Right. But if you want to disconnect the battery, for those people that are really paranoid, go ahead and remove one, two, three, four screws on the battery. All right. And you want to grab it by the neck in here and lift it up and slide it out so you can remove this hook. That's how you can disconnect the battery. To put it back again down, grab these corners, put them right under, bring it down, make sure the screw holes are matching, and then put the screws right over. Now, regarding the RAM, these are DDR4 2400, 2400 megahertz. So to remove it, you want to put your fingers on the side of this trigger, this plastic one, and you want to pull them away from each other. And the RAM will pop out in 45-degree angle, just like that. And all you want to do, you want to feel like it's nice and loose. You want to grab it and slide it outward. So it goes in 45 and comes out outward, right? Once you got the new RAM in, make sure the notch on the RAM, let me see, it's going to focus. Where is it? Here, this notch on the RAM matches the notch on the DIMM. So if I put this RAM the other way around, you see the notches are not matching. It's simply not going through. It's not going to go through. In here, same thing. So you have to flip it over, bring it in 45, 35-degree angle. And now you want to push it right in here towards the motherboard and watch these two triggers open and close softly. And that's how you know the RAM is in place. If you want to grab another RAM, you can put an 8 gig and 8 gig. This is another 8 gig. Doesn't matter the RAM chip orientation, stickers, anything like that, as long as the notch matches. Bring it down and then push it towards the motherboard. There you go. You can put a 4 gig, 8 gig, or doesn't matter what combination you want to use, you can use them. To remove it, slide it outward, goes in, locks down. If it stays open like that, that means it's not. Push a little more and it will lock it down. Let's say that you have upgraded your RAM. This was just a demonstration. You want to grab the bottom, put the battery in if you have unplugged it. Put the bottom cover over, push down the sides, the front, make sure you hear those nice big click sounds. First, go ahead and put the two biggest screws on each corner on the bottom legs right there. Put that one right in there. Now to finish it off is to putting down the screws on the bottom cover. I will power it on so you guys can see it does power on, and we go to the BIOS so you guys can see the BIOS. So for those people who say that this laptop is not working and fake videos, I guess. I do this for a living, so it shouldn't be fake. So let's go ahead. Always plug in the charger when you disconnect the battery and power it on. So go ahead and power on. I'm going to be tapping on F10 to go to the BIOS. Just because I disconnected the battery, it might give me a text saying that CMOS was reset to default. So let's just wait. It might say right there, CMOS was reset to default. There you go. CMOS checksum invalid, default configuration. Press enter, press enter, and press F10 if you want to go to the BIOS. And it should take you to the BIOS. Sorry about the lightning. Just keep waiting a few seconds. It should give me a logo. I'll keep tapping on F10. There we go. Oops. I tapped a little too much. All right, there is the model. HP Pavilion, Intel iCore 5 set, and 8 gig RAM, and that's it. And this is how you can do your own upgrade or replacement for your RAM for your HP Pavilion Gaming 15 model laptop. I hope you guys like this video and helped you guys out. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in the video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.